Eala surges to new career high in WD Live. Rankings in the chill of an early Tokyo morning. The first rays of sunlight cut across the court to the Ariake Coliseum, where a 20-year-old from the Philippines had just finished a grueling training session. Sweat glistened on her brow, yet the unmistakable calm of satisfaction lingered on her face. Hours later, as the official WTA Live rankings refreshed, Eala found herself achieving something no Filipino woman had done before, a career-high ranking inside the world's top 45. The moment was quiet. No confetti, no cameras, just a soft buzz of her phone lighting up with messages from family, teammates, and fans. But in that silence lays of work, sacrifice, and belief. From promise to proof, Eala's climb to her new ranking didn't happen overnight. Long before she became a familiar name on tour, she was a promising teenager. Training at the Rafa Nadal Academy in Mallorca, she learned early that talent could open doors, but discipline kept them open. Her early years were marked by measured progress. ITF titles, junior, Grand Slam triumphs, and transition that tested her resilience. Many young prospects stumble under the weight of expectation, yet Eala seemed to absorb it, transforming pressure into performance. By 2023, she had cracked the top 200. By late 2024, she was regularly defeating seasoned WTA players. But it was her 2025 campaign that became transformative, the season that changed everything. The year began quietly in Adelaide, where she fell in the first round of qualifying. It might have shaken a lesser player, but Eala took it as fuel. Sometimes you need a small loss to light a big fire, she said. Afterward, then came Doha, her first WTA 10,000 main draw victory against the hard-hitting Katerina Alexandrova. Eala displayed poise that belied her age. Her relentless baseline defense and laser sharp returns turned heads. She plays like she's painting. One commentator noted, every shot is deliberate, every angle crafted. Next in Indian Wells, she toppled two higher-ranked opponents before bowing out in a round of 16. That performance vaulted her into the top 70, and perhaps more importantly, into the global conversation. By mid-season, she carried her momentum into grass and hardcore tournaments alike. Her quarterfinal run at the Japan Open and a breakthrough semifinal appearance in Seoul became defining moments when the live rankings updated after Seoul. The digital counter flickered and settled at world number 45, her highest yet. Reactions from home. Back in Manila, news of Eala's milestone spread like wildfire. Television networks cut into programming to broadcast her latest highlights. Social media flooded with congratulatory posts under the hashtag #ILOP45. At her former elementary school, teachers replayed clips of her matches. 4 wide-eyed students. One young girl in a borrowed tennis shirt whispered, "She's from here. She made it." Philippine Tennis Federation President Carlos T. Maria called it a watershed moment for Southeast Asian tennis. "Alex has redefined what's possible," he said. "For generations, our players looked abroad for heroes. Now we have one of our own standing among the world's best." Inside the numbers, Eala's ascent is not just emotional, it's statistically stunning. In the past 12 months, she has improved her serve percentage from 57 to 65, increased her breakpoint conversion rate to 44%, and ranks among the top 10 in baseline points, 1 in medium, rallies 5 and 9 shots. Coach Daniel Lopez attributes this improvement to strategic maturity. She's not chasing highlight reels anymore. Lopez said she's building points. She's learned when to pull the trigger and when to hold back. That's what separates the good from the great. Her physical conditioning has also evolved. Working with a new strength coach, she developed a leaner, more explosive frame that supports her grinding style without sacrificing agility. Beyond the court, Eala's story, however, isn't only about rankings. Off the court, she had become a voice for young athletes balancing ambition with identity. She frequently visits local tennis clubs during off weeks, speaking to kids about perseverance. Her Instagram posts are rarely about luxury or endorsements. Instead, they feature practice courts, community visits, or moments of introspection. In one post following her Japan Open semifinal, she wrote, "Sometimes success feels far away until you remember how far you've already come." That humility resonates deeply with her fans, especially in a country where sporting idols are often elevated to mythic status. The turning point match. Many analysts trace Eala's surge to a single match, her third round thriller against Carolina in Miami. Facing the former world number one on a blistering afternoon, Eala found herself down 2-6, 2-5. What happened next has already entered Philippine tennis folklore. She saved 3 match points with fearless baseline aggression, rallied to take the second set in a tiebreak, and stormed through the cider 6-2. The victory marked her first top 20 scalp and a psychological breakthrough. That match changed me, Eala admitted later. I realized I belonged here. I wasn't just visiting the tour. I was part of it. The win propelled her into the quarterfinals and symbolically into a new chapter. From hopeful to contender, the human side of greatness. For all her competitive fire, Eala remains grounded. After matches, she often FaceTimes her grandmother, who still insists she eat more rice. Her younger brother serves as her hitting partner during off weeks in Manila. In interviews, she frequently mentions gratitude to her parents, coaches, sponsors, and fans. Tennis is individual, she once said, but no one succeeds alone. Looking ahead with her new ranking, Eala automatically qualifies for higher tier tournaments and can make her debut at the WTA Elite Trophy next season. Her long-term goal to break into the top 20 and represent the Philippines at the 2028 Los Angeles Olympics. But for now, she remains focused on incremental progress. Every match teaches me something, she said. You can't rush growth. Her next tournament is in Shenzhen, where she'll face a mix of veterans and rising stars. A test she welcomes. Pressure, she smiled, means you're in the right place. Legacy in motion. Sports columnist Adrian Santos summed it up best. Eala's climb is not merely a statistic. It's a statement. She's proving that a nation without a tennis legacy can still produce a global contender. Her success belongs to every young athlete who dares to dream beyond geography. Indeed, Eala's surge to a new career high is more than a personal triumph. It's a mirror reflecting the power, persistence, and national pride. The moment it sank in that night in Tokyo after training in a modest dinner with her team, it was scrolled through her messages, hundreds of them. One caught her eye, a note from her father. Rankings are numbers, Anik. It read, but character is forever. We're proud. Both. She smiled, set the phone down, and gazed out at the neon city. Skyline, somewhere below the world, continued at its usual pace, unaware that another barrier had quietly fallen. In that moment, Alexander Eala closed her eyes and took a deep breath, not of relief, but of readiness. Because for her, this wasn't the destination. It was just another step on a long, beautiful climb. Thank you for watching. Please, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, like, and share. Till next,